What if I told you the US dollar, the most powerful currency in the world, could one day collapse? For decades, America's greenback has ruled global trade, finance, and politics. But today, a powerful group called BRICS, led by countries like China, Russia, and India, is challenging that dominance. Some say it's the end of dollar supremacy. Others say it's impossible. So, what's the truth?
First, we need to know how the dollar got this powerful. After World War II, the United States became the world's largest economy. In 1944, world leaders met in Bretton Woods, New Hampshire, and decided the US dollar would be the world's reserve currency. That meant international trade, investments, even oil sales were tied to the dollar. Fast forward to today, over 60% of global reserves are held in US dollars. Almost every country in the world needs dollars to survive. This system gave America huge power, not just economic, but political.
But here comes the twist. BRICS, Brazil, Russia, India, China, and South Africa say they're done playing by America's rules. Together, these countries represent over 40% of the world's population and nearly 1/3 of global GDP. And they're not alone. Nations like Saudi Arabia, Iran, Egypt, and the UAE are now aligning with BRICS too. Think about it. Some of the world's biggest oil producers joining hands with the fastest growing economies. That's not just an alliance. That's a serious challenge to America's financial empire. So what exactly do BRICS want? Their idea is simple but powerful: trade without using the US dollar. Instead, they talk about using their own currencies, or even creating a new BRICS-backed currency, potentially linked to gold or oil. Why? Because countries are tired of US sanctions. They're tired of America freezing bank accounts or blocking transactions whenever there's a conflict. By moving away from the dollar, BRICS nations believe they can control their own destiny without Washington watching over their shoulders.
Here's why this is dangerous for the US. If oil, the most traded commodity on Earth, stops being sold in dollars, global demand for the dollar will fall. Imagine countries buying oil in Chinese yuan or Indian rupees instead. That means fewer people need dollars. And when demand for your currency drops, its value falls. The US economy depends heavily on the dollar's strength. It allows America to borrow trillions, run deficits, and still stay stable. If that power weakens, the US could face inflation, debt crises, and a loss of global influence. For Washington, BRICS isn't just an economic threat. It's a geopolitical earthquake. Now, before you think the dollar is doomed tomorrow, let's get real. The US dollar is still the safest bet for most of the world. Why? Because trust matters in finance. And right now, no other currency has the same global trust. The Chinese yuan? Strong, but China controls it too tightly. The Russian ruble? Not stable. Indian rupee? Growing, but not global yet. Even BRICS members don't fully trust each other. China and India are literally rivals on the border. And creating a new BRICS currency? That's easier said than done. So while the dollar's dominance is being challenged, it's far from collapsing overnight. So what's really going to happen? Experts believe the dollar won't disappear, but it could slowly lose influence. Maybe from 60% of global reserves down to 40% or 30% over the next decade. That still makes it the strongest currency, but weaker than before. Think of it like an empire in slow decline. The real risk: if a major crisis hits, like a war, a financial meltdown, or sudden BRICS breakthrough, then the dollar could face a much faster fall. The end wouldn't be slow, it would be sudden. And that's what scares Wall Street the most. So here's the big question. Will BRICS really destroy the US dollar? Or will America's greenback survive as king of currencies? One thing's for sure, the fight for money is also a fight for power. And we're living right in the middle of it. What do you think? Drop your thoughts in the comments. And don't forget to subscribe if you want more deep dives into the biggest financial battles shaping our world.